like out there in the world.
Do you understand our music?
You are now tuning in to another episode of Gnosian Music Edition, where we venture into the secret corners of the world in search for the unknown artists to hear their music and their story.
That's the beauty of music. They can't get that from you.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to the first episode of Gnosian Music Edition. For today's episode, I will be performing for you an arrangement of a popular Mexican folk song called La Llorona for classical guitar. But before I continue, I wanted to mention a few things. I wanted to thank everyone for joining me on this first episode. Aside from performing my own music, I will also be traveling, searching for different musicians and artists that I could record, not only within the States, but also abroad. So I think it should be fun, and I think you'll get a kick out of it. Also, today is New Year's 2020, and I think we can all agree that this year kind of sucked. But I've been very fortunate to have all my jobs and my health and really the time to create this project. So I just wanted to give a quick shout out to my very good friends Kim Lee and Saousan Jarjour. Both Kim and Saousan are music school owners that I work for. Kim is the owner of Pacific Conservatory in Orange, California, and Saousan is the owner of Musica Studio in Costa Mesa, California. And I just wanted to make sure they understood that I'm thankful for their hard work. They are the reason I was able to continue teaching and having a job throughout this whole pandemic. And not only me, but also all their teachers. They were very, very good with all their teachers. So I just wanted to give a quick tip of the hat. Ladies, fantastic work. And thank you for everything. With that being said, if you are looking for music lessons around the areas of Orange and Costa Mesa in Southern California, consider looking up, again, Pacific Conservatory or Musica Studio. And I teach there, so yeah. Now moving on to the song. So like I said earlier, the song that I'll be performing for you today is called La Llorona, which is a Mexican folk song. Now this is a song which means it has lyrics, but I will be performing an instrumental version on classical guitar because if you know me, you know I don't sing. But I play guitar. So the song is based on the legend of La Llorona, which is a ghost story essentially about this crying lady or weeping woman that is haunting lakes and rivers all around the world, especially Mexico, in search of her dead children that she herself killed. And if you don't know the legend, well, let me tell you something about it. Essentially, the story is about this indigenous woman and rich Spaniard that fell in love and got married. Now, by not being accepted by society, they ran off into the mountains or woods to live happily ever after. Well, after a few kids, that idea kind of went away. The Spaniard got bored and he left her with the children, and he went back to town to his own people. Now, one day, La Llorona, or what eventually became La Llorona, went into town and saw her husband. I'm pretty sure it was her husband still. I don't know the legal issues here, but I don't think they ever got divorced. But anyhow, so saw him with another lady, and she flipped out, went back home, and as a form of revenge, took her children, took them down to the nearby river, and gave them a bath. And in doing so, she drowned them. By the time La Llorona came back to reality from her historical state of mind, she realized what she had committed and started crying. Again, she did like her children. It's not that she wanted to kill them. She just really hated her husband. And but she realized what she committed. And she didn't know what to do. And she was searching for her children because I guess they were floating away. And she didn't know what to do, so she killed herself too. Now, here's the thing, though. She kind of screwed herself because she cannot make it to the afterlife until she finds her children. And this is where the haunting begins. So she is now dead, searching for her dead children that she herself murdered in order for her and her children to make it back into the afterlife. Well, not back into it, but make it into the afterlife. So yeah, that's the story in a very short version of it. There are many variations, but that's pretty much the idea. So I'm not sure if I mentioned this earlier, but La Llorona means the weeping woman or the crying lady. And it is said that if you hear a crying woman at night, it's probably your girlfriend. But if it's not, then it might be La Llorona in search of her children. But only if you're by a river or a lake or something. So this brings us into the song. The song itself has nothing to do with the legend of La Llorona. It's not really a romantic song either. It's actually kind of a tragic song about longing. It's about this man that is in love with La Llorona, but he is not able to be with her. He longs to be with her, but he cannot. And that's probably because she's dead. But yeah, so it's more around those lines of longing to be with someone you cannot be with. So this was a short and very butchered version of the legend of La Llorona and the song. But it gets the point across, and just to let you know, this is one of the most popular folk songs from Mexico. It has been covered by some of the greatest Mexican artists, like, let me see here, Lola Beltran, Lucha Villa, Chavela Vargas, Lila Downs, Rafael, which is actually Spaniard, I think, and many others. Again, very, very, very popular, and it has a kind of an interesting story. So here is my interpretation of La Llorona for classical guitar, arranged by Julio Cesar Oliva, which is a guitarist and composer from Mexico. I hope you enjoy. Hey everyone, just one last thing. If you guys enjoyed that performance, please hit the like button and subscribe. And tell your friends. Again, I will be having other artists and musicians here. And outside outside of the music edition, I will also be posting up videos of my motorcycle journeys and other general edition stuff. So you don't want to miss out. See you next time.